Welcome to the first episode of this series for this Frostpunk 2 Utopia Builder. Only Captain mode. We're also going to be putting on Survivor as well. Random everything. And this entire series is going to hopefully span through all the utopias as we go through and solve each one. And I will be giving tips along through it as well. Not much to say about the beginning, but the very first steps we take are going to be kind of premeditated. We want to establish our housing a little bit, our city council immediately, and our ecosystem or economy. So first I would like to look at everything. This is shallow. These are coals. That is a shallow iron veil. This is going to be a geothermal. Foods, probably also geothermal over here. Forest, is this prefabs? Prefabs as well. More prefabs and more material, which means these are going to be prefabs up here. Okay. And then we have our logistics. So our goal right in the beginning, immediately set up our city council, get access to our coal immediately. And then immediately, actually we probably want to start up our extraction district as soon as possible. Not too much. We definitely want to go up here to get access to these. We're going to eventually go towards this. That is our plan and goal. We also want to open up this. We're trying to minimize as many things of spending as we can. We want money because this economy, we're only getting 6 per week, and that is not a lot at all. So we want our money immediately as possible, and let's start building our housing districts. I was a little slow on that. So our first thing we want is to get set up here, and then we'll build next to it. Definitely want to come at things with the plan of surrounding them later. So in this example, I am planning to get 2 bonuses next to all of my housing districts in the beginning. I want to get the generator bonus, but then I also want to get, I don't know. Yeah, this applies for 2. I could save some space here. We want to make sure that we have all our housings getting 2 bonuses. And these bonuses are going to complement us in building stuff. Definitely want to plan for that. We currently have 4 housings. I'm going to build 1 more so we can get 100. Each of our housing buildings is a total of 20 for housing or shelter, and that's what we're going for. If I go here, this one gets me access to 2, and then 3 here. Yes. Try to make no mistakes. We're going to eventually have heating hubs between these 2s. This is going to allow us to get our housing to be cheaper, because we're going to be putting a lot of things into them, like surveillance towers, research as well. First thing on our city council, we want to get either one of 2 laws. Our goal is to get some kind of increased heat income. Right now it is at 6 with either productive outsiders or paid essentials. We can increase that to 7. 7 doesn't sound like a lot, but do note you get it per week, and we're going to be waiting a lot of weeks after we've set up our economy. So there's going to be 3 or 4 weeks of just us doing nothing, getting prefabs up, and during those times, those extra 4 heat stamps or extra 5 heat stamps, depending on how long we're waiting, will add up, because eventually we're going to be needing 50 heat stamps to upgrade our housing in order to fill out more of research districts and surveillances and prisons. So 9 times out of 10, I usually go with basic necessities. But in this game, it looks like... Alright, let me actually talk about the communities. We have Thinkers, Lords, and Foragers. Foragers is our random. Thinkers and Lords are going to be our every time. There are opposing factions here. So Thinkers are going to want childhood or mandatory school in our childhood. That's fine. Hopefully our Lords do family apprenticeship. Yep, because they're exact opposites. Thinkers and Lords are exact opposites. And our community service expedition support, these are not bad. The reason why I'm going through these is because if you grant agenda to any one of these communities, what you saw is what they're going to be putting into to vote. So with those being said, I'm probably going to go with Lords, because family apprenticeship... Well, one, family apprenticeship allows us to also get more workers. But 2, mandatory school decreases our income at per capita. And that's just by 1, but like it still like negates our gains that we're trying to do. With the combination of these 2, which is what we're going for, is what we want. So, and we eventually need to get childhood anyway. Childhood and contagion prevention are the absolute 2 things, or not 2 things, or basic necessities also. Those are the 3 laws you must pass. I don't want to say was passed, but like something bad eventually happens if you don't pass them early on. So I'm going to go with a paid essential start, because we could go outsiders, and if we go outsiders, there's a chance that we can go foragers into, I'm assuming it's going to be Frostlanders or Icebloods. We'll see how it turns out there. Yeah, we're going to do paid essentials. I don't want to hard cap into anything right now. We're going to go into Lords. We're going to grant them the agenda. That's going to be our first thing we're going to do here. We're going to look at what Thinkers have. If they have something that isn't enacting laws, which is impossible. We have a fun projects, that's not going to happen. Foragers is probably, their fun project's going to be cheap, but we don't want to fund anything right now. And enacting this may help with our food problem, but I don't want to take on too many promises this early. Excuse me, cancel. Not that. This one. So we're going to vote. We only need 51 here, and the foragers are already for us, as you can see, or not for us. They're mostly hesitant, so this is my swing. We only need 4. 51's the majority, so we only need 4, and we don't have a lot of true against, so we have a chance. Sorry for the typing. All right. Now let us go into what we need next. The first thing we're going to do after these are built, and I'm going to still I just need to immediately I'll do this here. I could pick that up later. I want an extraction district as fast as possible here. And once these prefabs open up, I want more prefabs. All right, so we're still building our economy. The very first thing I would like to research is coal mines, so that we can get this number up. Once we get a certain number of these up, we can start. We got a prefab generation up. Actually making some changes. Frost break up. It's a little ugly frost break, but it's fine. All right, we want to expand that immediately. I dislike that, but it's fine. We have 5 housings, and with this upgrade, it'll get us to -6. I'm not going to do another housing, nor am I going to upgrade 2 more just to get past that. Once this extractor is done, we'll actually start making charcoal, and we'll be able to take the benefits. The next thing we're probably going to want is either get enough prefabs and start working on logistics station here, which is what our goal is going to be. And then once we get the logistics station, which is 200 prefabs, we can start exploring. Oh wait. And don't be afraid to just, if you need some time, if you click on any build and anything like that, the game pauses for you. Like, it says there's no active pause, which just means that you need to do like a little bit of extra work, open up a build or anything like that. Or frost breaking immediately goes pause, so like just click on the frost breaking, it'll immediately pause the game and you can think. Our goal right now is to get, as I said, 200 prefabs. Another way is to get extractor out, but if we put an extractor here when we're at 150, that is less time we have to explore. Yes, we double our prefab economy, but it's not worth it for the time you get for exploring, especially since I don't want to waste an early law increasing our exploration speed with expedition support. But there is some things I would like to do with my time here, and that is simply get access to this second logistics, which I should have done earlier. My fault on that. Some things I need to clean up, that's all. Alright, so we got our research. The first thing I want to do is get coal mines. I usually go middle. Like when you see this icon here, that means that it's not favoring like a specific type or ideal for your community. This is unique to the foragers, the forager building, the dust coal mines. Likewise, I think the ice bloods also have this. This gives you like a negative, but also gives you some kind of benefit somewhere else. The example here is your material demand is less, and your increase in coal. I don't really need that right now. Material demand is like fine, and I don't want to increase my disease just yet, because I would need to research hospitals, and it becomes a cascading effect where you need to combat your elements. Well, so I didn't go over what our random goal for this utopia is. We're trying to colonize a frostland. So we want to establish food colonies, fuel colonies, material colonies, and make sure our main city has none of these problems. Right now we're going to get crime, but that's because of the goods. We'll deal with crime when we get there, because good manufacturing comes out when we get industrial or some kind of colony that is going to benefit us. I do this here. I like doing that. Open this up. If I take this out, I would get there. No, I would not. I don't think I get there if I just take this out. I could also do... No. I'm just gonna have to sacrifice not being able to go there. Actually, I don't think I get there either, because it's on this tile. Like, yeah, I'm one short anyway, so if I'm gonna be one short anyway, I'll open this up. I must have made a mistake here, because I could have. Maybe. Alright. So, we are waiting for our prefabs to go up. It's going to take us at least 2 weeks. There you go. I also have a city council that I really need to do here, but we want to get this. I want to get this out of the way first. Now we do our city council. we didn't grant the agenda to anyone. Let me do this here. So we go to city. I would like to start doing outsiders. Promise. Thinkers are probably not going to want anything. They want watchtowers. That's not going to happen. Liberated youth is not horrible, but I don't want to research it right now. Foragers are probably expedition support usually, and salvaging factory. Salvaging factory is not bad. It does kind of increase our disease, but it also has the added benefits of these two things combined together. So let us do that. Now I'm not getting a lot out of this, and the gleaning harvester hanger, I would rather it be something else, honestly. The harvesting efficiency is good and all, but there's an increase of workforce. And if I'm gonna go anything first on that research, it's probably Skyway. Either Skyway or logistics. Or headquarters. Most likely headquarters. I'm not gonna do this. Because I'm definitely gonna pick up Skyways and headquarters first before I get to this. I'm gonna pick up the salvaging. That still may not be enough. Do I care? What is it? We have 25 and 23 lords. Both of them are hesitant. I don't really want. I could just give them agenda. Because agenda, when I get this, is going to cost me. They're going to bring up mandatory schools. They're going to bring mandatory schools up. I'm just going to fail it so I don't have to deal with the minus the heat stamp and capital. The things you do to get money. Alright, so now we can... I don't immediately like to do these. As you can see, I have 10 more weeks. The grant agenda immediately happens. I have 28 weeks, so I can get 3 laws in before I grant the agenda for them. And they're going to do the law anyway. So once it comes in and gets passed... Nope. I'm heartless. Alright, so we're getting this here. We're researching coal mines right now. I don't have the prefabs. My next prefab I'm going to get, or the next thing I'm going to build, is this generation of prefabs here. Yeah, I should be able to get 3 here. This should be fine here. Once I do that, we get additional prefabs. I gotta need double check. 34 weeks. We'll be coming up shortly to needing to fix these issues. Once we get that second prefab up, we'll have enough prefabs, and we'll come up to the second time where we can raise funds to be able to start fixing these issues. We first want to get access to here, this material, and then we'll get access to our food. The reason why we're going expedition also is it allows us immediately to go out. There is usually 1 food outpost nearby. We just need to find it. That reduces our food requirements. And then we pick up the material surplus so that we don't have increased squalor and start having to fix our issues. I'm in slow mode, but I don't need to be in slow mode. There we go. Let's go outside. Let's look for stuff. This is possible findings. That's going to give us food there. There's going, not food, excuse me, coal. We definitely want to go towards the food. You want to get that early on. Our first thing is going to be establishing a food outpost and grabbing. There's most likely going to be cores here. I'm probably going to do these plains and next. But with that being said, we need prefabs, which is 150 for an extraction district. All right, so we have another law that we can come up with at this point in time. Our third one we want to do is get our community service going. At this point, we can do service exemptions or city development. Foragers will be into the expedition support, so you don't have to fight as much, which is probably what I'm going to pick up. I would recommend doing city development, but our communities are not going to let that happen. As you can see, there's 29, so I'm pretty sure these are both the foragers and the lords that are against this. Only the thinkers are for this. So my question will be, what do I want more money, or do I want to decrease my exploration time? Which exploration time is very beneficial, so it's not the worst, but money right now is hard to come by. Oh wait, now, yep, I don't have any promises. All right, I have too many promises. Do I want to grant? Yeah, we're gonna grant the lords right now, because I know that it's going to be printed ship. Right now, they're fighting against the thinkers. So the foragers right now are mixed between the two, I'm assuming. The remaining are the thinkers, so we need a lot. We need 8 here. Or I will have to take it upon myself to enact one of these laws. Okay, we got it. Alrighty, so let's do this. Relaxing it will increase the percentage less effectively for like moral reasons, basically. The only downside here is the tension, and that's it. And it's not that big of a tension increase, so I don't particularly care. We need to open up this one, and this only costs prefabs, by the way. Whenever you can, frostbreak, so that you're always doing something, always having something being done, either building something or opening something up that you know you'll need it ahead of a time. We're about to start like in a week. Get this. I have to start researching the salvaging factory because it's going to be a great amount of time. 47%. We're going to start going into that. That's why I need this research as soon as possible. Then we can get housing insulation. Housing insulation allows things like this to be able to be double stacked, because eventually I'm going to go to districts. But right now, I want like this fashion. I did not build the second, no, not that. Second district that I wanted. And as you can see, with the second district, we can get our income more. I did not. Okay, so we have outsiders and paid essentials. The next thing we need to do is either contagion or food additives. Goods is also good to decrease your per capita, but like crime right now as a minor is not horrible. We'll get there when we get there. We need to make sure that we are always on top of doing stuff. This is going to be done, as you can see, immediately increased to 114, and with that we're going to actually turn on our overdrive now that we have our blast coal, so that we can increase the amount of coal we're getting and stockpiling, because once we start hitting these colder weathers, it's going to start taking these out, and I do want to, one, start stockpiling early, but two, hit this overdrive early into these, because we will be stockpiling a lot less during these. All right, so now with these builds, this is at 78%. We have that being built. I want to save up prefabs. Once I start saving up the prefabs, my first goal is going to be getting these materials, because as you can see now the materials are starting to hurt. We're gonna get materials and then we're gonna get food, which is get that heat as soon as possible. Pick this up. Then we're going to be into a council in less than a day. So the very first council we're going to do is this is going to be probably about, yeah. Ooh, I'm so hurt. Yeah. We're probably going to do food additives so that we can get extra food right now with lords, and then we're going to grant agenda to the thinkers, which is mostly going to repeal. This is not bad, especially now that we are coming up to cold weather, and we're going to be fixing our housing in just a moment. All right. Now we have the ability to grant the agenda on the thinkers. That increases them out of their red range. We have 16 weeks before we and my adventurers are going to come back. I keep pressing the wrong button. It's V. All right. Once they're done here, be at that. We're going to look that at. That's the core. This is the team food I want. And then I'm going to go plains to get some coal. Now that we have that, we can go a little bit crazier here. See that our food is now decreasing less while our material is dropping. We're banking on getting that early enough so we have some increased stockpiles, or at least have our stockpiles last longer. This is the goal for now. Once that gets completed, there is a chance that we run a second one here. I can also pick up the infinite one here. As you can see here, these prefabs are going to start running out soon. I don't know why they tell me that. I'm not in a mood for that. Or I don't need that. Probably going to go for these prefabs eventually as well. I like to have two prefabs open up at the same time. This is almost gone, but it's not gone yet. But I do want to save my heat stamps, as you can see, until we at least get an extra, in 12 weeks, raise funds. So with this basic need, though, I can start looking into, excuse me. No. Sorry about that. So our next step is to put out a second one. My goal here is simple. We're going to upgrade this. We're going to leave a space here for hubs, just in case. We're going to put a second research district. It is going to increase our work, or our research speed. All right, so now that we've gotten that done, we're going to put another research institute. This is going to increase our research speed because this right here is going to be close. There is a chance we might need to speed this up, and honestly, I'm kind of dumb I haven't sped this up yet. I'm a little mad at myself. Use these abilities as much as you can early on in the game. Because they are necessary kind of things. I need 50. That's a problem. Mandatory schools. Sure. I can't even vote against it, but we're hoping. It's whatever. We lost family apprentices, but let's see if I can raise funds now. I cannot. This may not happen only because and now I can build something. We don't have our 50 yet, and it's brutal. This is why I didn't want mandatory schools. As you can see, we're one short. We were 1 week late. This is going to take 6 weeks. This is going to be 6 weeks. So, this is a chance we have to take. I do not know why it's like that. 5 weeks and 5 days. That's a lie. It's talking about these. I don't know why these went down. But now that prefabs are up and coming, we're going to be able to raise funds again in 2 weeks, which is what we need. Now, you see how this... Look, we plummet only once, and we're immediately 30. So, with the generator at 69... nice. At 69%, we're going to switch over, and then we're going to follow up because we need prefabs with raising the funds here. Was I late on? Did I? Oh, it's because it was dumb. Okay. These are... I think I'm not going to have the time for the foragers, which is going to be sad. Yes, I understand we have... okay, that's oil. Coal. We definitely want to link coal right now. There is a chance that... Let me look at my research first. Actually, we got to go to the city, and then we're going to go to research. I would like to see what is currently available in my generator upgrade one. Oil, coal, or steam. Which means we're going foragers first. Or we can wait a little bit until the thinkers faction, I think they're probably autocrats is probably going to come out, comes out, and then we'll be able to do only oil. But with oil, coal, or steam, it's fine. It has a little bit less of workforce. So we're going to pick up on the coal one first, which is going to take 10 guys. But that's okay because we are sad. There we go. It's going to take 10 days. Oh, I forgot to build these, which is a problem and a half. I have 2 spaces and I'm not going to do much. I'm going to do this here. Actually, I'm going to do that. This gives me action to make sure this is heated. I'm needing another... I don't have workforce, which is funny. That workforce is what I'm missing. So we're going to do this. You see this? You see these? This is going to die soon, which means we're not going to have a lot of prefabs, and we definitely want... I don't think I got that in time, but we definitely need to start working on getting this generator upgrade. Once we get this generator upgrade, this won't be as bad. We're going to take this out because we have one there, and we're going to basically don't worry about that. There is a... I hate it. Hate this. That's disassembling. This is going on all cylinders. This is fine here. We're going to be building one more housing district. But first, I would like to ensure that I get generator bonus. That and that works perfectly fine. This will give us generator bonus as well, but we also want to make sure that we can have the opportunity to get a little bit more than just generator bonus. So this doesn't hurt us. So these three will get us generator bonus. This one is also going to go here. This one's going to go here. And this one's going to hit here as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which is only going to get us 2 or 1. So if I do this and allow them to upgrade in here in the future, this housing district that I built here is going to be available. And we're going to start... that's fine. I'm going to pass ceremonies anyway. The thinkers are mostly against, and I believe the foragers is the ones I want to negotiate with right now. I'm pretty sure they're going to do expedition right now. But durable goods also is fine. Yeah, we'll grant agenda. I'm pretty sure they want expedition support, so... I mean, I could be wrong. I could just easily check what foragers want. Yep, expedition support. Alright, so currently increasing. These are being built. It's hurting me a lot. The reason why we're opening these up, it's fine. Oh, look, we have some food. We need to work for all of these. That's fine. That's going to bring it down to 4. I definitely want to do this. Bring this up. As you can tell, now we have so much coal that we don't need to worry about heat right now. We definitely are waiting for this to finish so that this can go down to 4. Once it goes down to 4, it's going to be a slightly increased shelter. This is only going to be increased by hunger. Same thing like this with disease. We're going to be building a second one, but we kind of need the workforce. Don't worry about workforce now. What popped? Because that is going to be fine. Once we get all of these, we can go to settlement heating. Once we go to settlement heating, which is only available for foragers, please do note that this is going to make your foragers a higher number. But we have to do this. So, with that being said, there is a chance that once I hit the stockpile, I turn this settlement off, and then I tell them to go here for food and material. All right, so there is one thing we need for workforce, but we don't have it yet. We do need to get this available. We need that stockpile. We need the mats. We need the food. This is necessary. This is necessary. Oh, I did not pick up what I wanted. We're going to go with geothermal right now. No, we don't need heat right now. Food energy is good later. Probably do hothouses, to be quite honest. If I go this hothouse, though, I definitely need to go hospital next. Which also means that I'm going to need more people, which means I need to increase my population, which means I also need to start looking. We hit 5. Take that. Look at this. They're already doing that one. This is people. There we go. With our second logistics, we can start exploring. We're exploring 2 times as fast. The next law I'm going to put in is the community service. We're probably going to do... no. I could grant agenda and get community service. Probably do infectious badge. Increases tension, but disease is decreased. That way we can run these diseaseful ones. Alright, so our expedition's coming out, or at least our resource transfer coming out here from our 5. What I'm going to do with that next 5 is going to be sad. Because it takes 10 to make roads. But use everything as much as you can. I could lower this down to 5 once that comes in now, which I do have 5 now. So if I lower this down, it goes down by a little bit. If I do another 3, it goes down to 6, which is a problem. So we're just increasing our workforce to make sure that we get there. So thinkers wrote 4. Definitely harvesting funerals would increase or decrease disease as well, but we already have 1. I don't want to fund researching teaching building of the hospital. Probably the best, honestly. We only need 2 here, so I'm not hurt for it. All right. Now that we have that, we're slowly going down on our coal, which is fine. Once we have some workforce, because the problem is, honestly, it's not really the problem here, which is going to be the question I want to think of is whether or not I want this space open. Want this space open, excuse me. which is kind of a problem. Because I can leave that space open. Or I can leave this space open. Okay, yeah, I'm going to leave this space open. Reason why I want that space open is mostly for the ability to get a heating hub here and have it fit both of these, which is a valid option now. If I put a heating hub right here, these three housings will get it. Hunger has risen. You think I don't know? You think I don't know? The expansion here is going to increase requirements, which will lower down. Honestly, once this expansion comes here, we'll have a full shelter, and the heating hub is going to make both of these research. Excuse me. Ugh, can't talk right now. Research hubs. I don't know. They're gonna make them cheaper. Right now we have money and heat stamps, but we don't have the population, which the only way to get the population right now is going to be outside because our population growth. Even though we have taken some steps to increase our population growth with outsiders, productive outsiders, we probably need to do accept all outsiders next, which once we do all outsiders, we'll grant foragers that, and it will increase our population. Problem is that with all outsiders, funny enough, 9 times out of 10, right before a whiteout, you'll get that population boost, and you have to prepare for it. So, as I said, we're 1 over the shelter now, which is nice. And once we get this heating hub, it will decrease our workforce, but it will also decrease the heat demand in all 3 of these zones. So the next thing we're building, which is the hospital right now, we're going to be putting here, and it's going to that heating hub is going to decrease these research and that hospital, so that we can keep track of disease. What we need now is food and material, which is why I knew I was forgetting something. I researched hot houses. I don't have the workforce for it, obviously, though. I don't have that workforce for anything. So we're actually going to do this. What I want to do, I want to do 2 things, okay? I want to access this, and the best way to access this is here. And then we're going to open up this shelter area, this crevice. We don't need to open up the crevice right now, actually. I do want to keep away this extraction district. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There isn't any. Yeah, it's fine. Isn't anything on. I need the prefab generate. I don't need it. I would like it, but I don't need it. Definitely want to put a biohouse here, especially with. So you can see here. With the biohouse here, we'll increase our food and people will be less hungry. The squalor is going to stay there because of the mat requirements. But with the heating hub here, actually, you know what? Let me show you right quick. So the heating hub, 0 demand. So we have a minus 60, 40 from the housing district itself because it's been upgraded. So it went from 20 to 40. And the minus 20 from the research district. We get minus 30 from our temperature. In Celsius, you'll be able to see it immediately go minus, depending on what you want. Relations are there. Let me do This here. I don't want to research this. This right here is fine, but I don't want to do that. Conservative treatment is okay. I don't want to do that. I'm already researching. I don't want to research another one. This one, recovery hospitals are much better, but they don't decrease. Or excuse me, they have a higher heat demand, and 40 is a lot of heat demand, especially in your housing. So, going this way, I'm probably going to go conservative treatment here. This is something you upgrade after, or you pick up after your hospital. Actually, I think it's in society. We only need 3, or we only need 4 here, so I'm not hurting for that a lot. Approved law. Wow. All right, so now that we've done that, we're gonna go here, look at the generator, blah 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 blah. Oh, look, I called it ice bloods. All right, so ice bloods are coming out of the foragers. So we're a whole bunch of foragers are gonna come out. Oh, some lords as well, 600, so 7% of the city. They're going to be against mandatory schools and accept all ice-siders because they only want productive. They only want people that are going to be one with the ice or one with the cold environment. They want adaptation, merit, and tradition. Now, I'm probably going to lean towards Ice Bloods, especially with having the colonizer Frostlands because they want that as well. But there's no guarantee that it will be suffice. All right, so these ice bloods, obviously we're going to get that. We're also going to go and give the foragers agenda right now, especially since I established that. Then we're going to go here. We're going to go to housing. We're going to pick up this teaching hospital that I mentioned before to make sure our disease doesn't go up because we're going to do a whole bunch of things here. With the population increase now, as you can see, it's at like 55%. I kind of wish, and this is probably a mod already, instead of telling me a percentage, it tells me how many weeks. It's hard to say when you'll get your population boost, but 9 times out of 10 is right before the winter frost. And 20 weeks. Okay, we're almost out of food here as well, so I got to keep that in mind. We have 20 here because they spawned here. This is materials, which is nice. Probably gonna do that one. Just a grotto here. We will definitely take the food for 5. I don't honestly want population of 9. Alright, well, there's most likely not another 10 around here. I really do doubt another 10 exists here. I don't know. Oh, there is another 10. Is there? Alright, so there's 2 10s here. One doesn't have any open territory. This one has food. We're going to go with the one that has food. And there's not another one I can pick up. Like, these are going to be roads, so that requires 10 minimum. So we're going to do that. Now that we have all that done, those are coming back. We're going to get increase in our demand. Is our generator at 25%? I usually just hop between 25% and 50%. So that way I know, like, all right, I push up, hit my stockpile again, and then decrease again to get my generator low. I'm probably going to turn it off again when we hit this warmer season. But we'll see how our stockpile does, because we're going to go low right now. Now, as I said before, I want to be doing something, but I don't have workforce. So our next goal is to start working on our materials and get this up and running. Once again, this, I didn't need to take this out anymore. I just don't have the workforce. Got it. Okay. And that's what it really comes down to here. Oh yeah. I'm going to turn this off. We hit our stockpiles with those two things. Actually, once I get this, I'm gonna put this on. So yeah, let's keep this going. I don't know why it still says it's stockpiling. It's stacked right now, but what did it say? Mandatory schools, blah 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 blah. Don't tell me a good time. All right, so we want to pick up at this point in time sawmills. I don't want to increase the workforce, but I think it's regardless going to be 400, so I'd rather take the less heat demand. We're being pigeonholed for less or worse. Definitely going to increase this because I can do with the 10. Always have your expeditioners doing as much as they can. We're going to slowly actually build up our exploration after we get our stuff ready, but we should be actually. There is something on there. That's the grant agenda that I was talking about before. Let's see if I can increase the thinkers' ideas. They want a testing laboratory. That's a lot of demand. Watchtowers are not bad for crime. I'm not going to do the condemn. I think I am going to research surveillance watchtowers. I need to do that anyway eventually. All right. Okay, then. Hey, 15 weeks to grant agenda to the... Okay. I'm going to try to use that while they're radicalized as much as I can. I don't know what they want on it, but I only have 15 weeks. Which means I could push for... and this is why we have the overdrive on. We'll eventually turn this back on once we get the necessary stuff for it. I could reduce this. Not that much though. That gives me that. Now I need heat stamps. Am I not able to get 10 weeks? Oh, I could. That's me being dumb. I forgot to raise these, and then I can grant them the agenda. I could also just, you know, wait. So we're gonna do that. We get. We're definitely gonna grab this. Just that alone gives us options here. We'll have 2. There's an argument to be made on whether or not I just focus here. As you can see, I was in 2 different regions, but they were considered 2 different two different debuffs, so you don't get that annoying minus to your heat demand, or increase to your heat demand. Now that we have people, I could do the very last thing I need to do, which is basically ensure that I have prefabs going. 600, right? Ugh. Honestly, I'm trying to debate on what direction I want to go in, and I do think I rather have less that. What now? Throwable goods? Sure. I'll do that. I just need enough to actually turn this on. We're researching right now untreated sawmills. Once we get the untreated sawmills, I'll put it in this one specifically. This one has access to 4, so but there's basically I'm not really feeling that much of a problem right now. Yes, I have like less housing. My prefab is coming up though, and I have access to another one when I can build, when I get enough prefabs. Heat stamps is going to be an issue, but I am only 4 weeks away from getting the next set of prefabs. And last but not least, I am also like highly into my stockpile. Not feeling much of a problem. Once this gets like really low, I'm going to extend, because I could just extend it to the other 3 or other 2, I believe, here. So nothing completely out of control yet. We will be coming up to our first whiteout, so we definitely need to start making plans for that. Okay, well, that's it from this episode. Catch you next time, folks. Bye bye.